It's time for today's AM Minnesota program. And boy, the giggler from Monarch Healthcare Management, the Emeralds, the Gem of Faribault, had Jerry twice last week. And today, but you dodged Cannon tomorrow for the birthday club.
Poor Gordy gets
me.
That's
right. I'm going to be taking a day off tomorrow. So at least it's not 4 Jerrys in a week's time. It's a week and a half. It's only 3 Jerrys.
I mean, think of all the greatness and all the fun. I mean, I would take 4 Jerrys in about 2 weeks.
We sure had fun out at the Rice County Fair, Senior Citizens Day, Kids Day, Daycare Day. What an event. And you did your job too well.
Too well.
Yep.
I think just
they had to go and get some more chicken for the senior citizens lunch. We set up 3 more tables, I think, and then some folks were grabbing their food and then going outside and having a picnic. What an event.
Yeah, I think they said there was about 150 people that were served at the Senior Day event on Thursday. Thursday.
Yeah, it was Thursday.
Get my days all mixed up.
All the days kind of blend together.
Yep. So it was awesome. I mean, just being able to look back at, the very first year that we helped sponsor Senior Day at the fair, and then being able to watch the growth of it. More community members coming in, more nominations coming in. Just overall celebration is pretty cool.
I think the key was getting that connection, just working on that connection between the senior citizens that are involved and some of them that aren't. Maybe say, hey, this is a fun crowd to hang around.
Yeah, yep. And I do want to give a special thank you to Jen down at the Senior Center for her beautiful centerpieces.
Oh,
yes.
She's a talented lady.
She is so super talented, and all of the help that she also provided on that day. What an amazing lady, and what an amazing thing that they're doing down at the Senior Center here in town as well.
But there again, it's kind of a partnership between the Emeralds and Buckham West, and we're all working together to help senior citizens.
Yes,
really.
Yeah, and to be able to just celebrate and come up with new things and stuff like that.
So how are you going to top this year, next year?
By having a voice.
Oh, yeah. Well, you were maybe a little bit weaker voice last week, but feeling fine. But after you got over it, it just takes a while to get your voice back.
Well, for someone that likes to talk, it's hard.
No.
Yeah, right. For someone that loves talking, it's really, really hard for me to not talk. So I'm not really giving myself time to rest my voice.
Maybe a certain husband and daughter like the peace around at home.
I think that they like that I sound like Kermit the Frog-ish. I don't know. So
I have one regret about the Rice County Fair, though.
Did you not get on the Ferris wheel?
2 regrets.
Oh, there we go.
I didn't get my free Ferris wheel ride, and it would have been fun to see some of the residents on the Ferris wheel.
Yeah.
And you and I were on the air then, but boy, would that have been fun to see.
Yeah, I got some amazing pictures sent over to me by my assistant, as well as the 2 staff members that were there to help those that were with us on that day. It looked like they had a great time. They took silly pictures around, with all the, where you could stick your head in there. They got to see all the animals, and then just watching or looking at their faces in the pictures on the Ferris wheel. There's some that had never even been on a Ferris wheel or haven't been on a Ferris wheel since they were children. So it was a really neat thing that they did for them.
Back up here, silly pictures. Is that where there's some goofy life-size and then you put your face through and then take...
Kristen and I even did it on, I think it was over the weekend when we did some walk-arounds to talk to people.
What did you look like? What characters did they have there?
I think she was the cowgirl and I was the cowboy. And then there was...
next year they need a statue of mature adult, and then I'll just put my face in.
Yeah, there you go. Yeah, right. So,
some kids never grow up.
It was really neat. I mean, they had some photo opportunity and stations kind of throughout the fair. So I liked that part of it.
Did they get any other treats at the fair? Or were they tummies kind of full from all the
I saw some
chicken.
Cotton candy.
Oh.
Yep.
I'm so sweet already that I
We'll go with that.
Yeah, you're just going to leave it go?
Yep.
Looks like your blood pressure is going up, trying to hold it back.
I'm trying not to giggle too much, but it comes out a squeak. So
I'll bet our loyal listeners over there at the Emeralds, the residents, I assume they're listening. I'll bet they had a couple comments.
Oh, I'm sure. I'm sure. So.
They aren't particularly shy.
Not too much, no. They're my kind of people.
Yeah,
they like to
really.
be able to visit, and they love to be able to do good, fun things, and that's right up my alley.
The cool thing is a lot of the residents love to get involved in different things and help out, like a welcoming committee and helping new residents or someone just hanging around by the entrance to greet the folks when they come in.
Yep.
And there was even another group that was helping the ladies, because typically men pass before women, and helping them with the adjustment and resources of
just the support, right? Yeah. I mean, that's a really neat part of being in a community that is so caring and supportive, is they just naturally kind of form their friendships and their support groups. So, you get a bunch of people talking, find the similarities between them, and they just naturally kind of form themselves. So, the welcoming committee, and then, the ladies who are widows, they just kind of naturally started doing it themselves and hanging out themselves and stuff. So I'm there to support along the way.
From your position and staff at the Emeralds, that must be really rewarding when you see those sorts of things develop.
Right. Everybody, there's a friend for everybody. Like, there's support people. There's people you can always talk to. As staff members, we're there to help support them and whatever they would like. But it's extra cool when they can discover it by
sometimes even
themselves.
go into their room and say, hey, let's go and do this. Let's go and do that.
Yeah.
Let's go out to the courtyard. Speaking of the courtyard.
Yes.
I had an idea.
What's that?
Can you keep a secret?
I am really good at keeping secrets.
Okay. And our friends at the Emeralds, loyal listeners, if they can keep a secret, hopefully your committee that's in charge of all the plants and everything at the in the courtyard.
Yeah.
Well, I put two and two together. Louisa's Bridge Club.
Okay.
A nice couple there, and they lived in Lakeville. And he's a practical joker. And my kind of guy, too. And his neighbor has fancy flower garden and all these things. So he put stuff that looked out of place, and like a huge pumpkin or a huge this or a huge that or a statue. So here about 2 weeks ago, I was out the farm, and Louise goes, you need to bring Bob a couple corn stalks. So I went out the field, and I took the spade, so I got the dirt clump with the root ball. And then I got them in the focus without breaking them, but before they were 9 foot tall, the stalk. And I drove back to Lakeville, and Louise and I delivered them. And that night, he snuck over to his neighbor's flower garden or whatever, and planted these 2 huge stalks of corn.
I love that.
So, wouldn't that be fun to sneak in and plant a couple corn stalks in your courtyard?
They would be very confused, especially with them being that big. I believe you showed me the picture of that after it was in the flower bed. That is really sneaky. I love it.
That's right up your alley.
I was like, that is my kind of thing right there. Like any sort of little surprise. I love that stuff.
Or maybe I'll have to double check by the front door. Put one by each side of the front door. Oh my
gosh. That would be hilarious.
And I'll bet there's a farmer or two retired at the Emeralds would think that would add a lot of class to the Emeralds.
Yeah, just like parking the tractor out front. Yep.
Yeah, I wanted a John Deere mailbox when we were living in Faribault, but Louise didn't.
You didn't get that?
No.
It's the only way to go.
That's what I think. My
grandpa has one, so and has always had one. Mine is boring, but my grandpa's got the fancy John Deere ones.
Which one did? Oh, you had a Model B, didn't you? No, a 520.
It was the 520.
Yeah, 520.
Yep. She'll come out again this fall, I'm sure, for our little fall festival that we always do.
Oh. And by the way, We've got about 5 minutes before we take a market break, but you should explain what the courtyard is in case new listeners don't know what it is and what we're talking about.
Yeah, we have an enclosed courtyard that has some very mature shade trees that are so wonderful and beautiful. So it's just an enclosed patio area where residents, friends, and families can gather. You know, people go out there on and off throughout the day, whether it's to check on the bird feeders. We've made some squirrel friends recently.
Oh.
We have somebody that's been doing peanut offerings to our squirrels. So they have brought their babies around. So it's been really cool.
Fun to watch.
Yeah, it's been really neat.
I'm not sure that I've ever seen a little squirrel.
I'll have to show you a picture. I think I got a picture on my phone. Yeah, it's a beautiful area. What's really neat about it is that it is surrounded and enclosed by like windows. So when you're out in that area, people can keep eye to make sure that you're still safe out there, and that everything is okay. So.
But the other nice thing is residents can wander out there whenever they want, because sometimes we have memory issues but you don't need to worry because they can wander out there, go out there when they want, and come back in when they want. You don't need to worry about them wandering off like sometimes with dementia.
Right. Right. Well, and then just knowing that staff is always kind of nearby too, to be able to help with anything.
You might be doing something, working them, so you glance through the window, just peek out, make sure everything's fine.
Yep. So a lot of times you'll find a group of our residents out there playing Rummy Cube is their most favorite game right now. So it's like Rummy, but it's like with little tiles. And it's kind of a sneaky game. It's sneaky.
Right up your alley again, too.
I kind of like it. Yes. So they'll be out there playing, and they're really super nice days. Obviously, when it's super humid, like it was recently, we're not going out there too long.
That's because we're older and wiser. Go out for a little while and then head back in where it's cool.
Yep. So if the AC is nice, take advantage of it. But yeah, it's a nice area. A lot of times we'll do like tie-dye events. We'll do, little garden gatherings and socials out there as well. So.
But you did get educated to leave things alone.
I did. So for those that do not know, I am not very good at growing things.
Other than friendships and relationships. If it's a green, living plant, not so much.
I am good with people. I am not good with plants. So plants aren't really like into my fun personality. They just know that I'm not good with them. So I can go out there, I can look, but I cannot touch.
Yeah.
Because
the funniest part
better.
is when a couple of years ago when you were planning it, and a couple of the committee members, the guy said, "Shoo, go away."
I was putting on my pink garden gloves that day, and they literally walked up to me and one put their hand on my shoulder, and they're like, "No, Carrie." And I'm like, "Well, no, I can help. Like, I'm here. Let me help you." And they're like, no, you can sit down. We've got this. And I'm like, oh, okay. And then the other one laughs. He's like, yeah, we know you. It's not going to be good. So you just sit down with your pink garden gloves and stay over there. We're good. So
you didn't want to get any soil under your fingernails, apparently.
I need it. Well, I did help a little this year. I helped make lines for those seeds.
Well, the key is a proper depth of those lines.
I'm hoping I did okay.
Did it emerge whatever you planted?
Everything's coming up, so I think we're okay. But it was only 2 lines that I did. Everybody else did everything else. So.
And you even harvest some of those things and then make things with them. That's another great idea.
Yeah, I love being able to it's the process of it. You plant it, you watch it grow. I get to be proud of our residents that take care of it because, me not being good at it. But then being able to harvest it and be able to, last year we did pickles. So we had our own dill and we had our own pickles and we made dill pickles.
I heard through fairly reliable sources that the pickles were pretty good.
They were.
Notice that emphasis, I heard about it.
I'm hoping, and actually, I kind of kicked myself in the pants for not bringing anything down here last year, but this year,
all right,
I'll have to make sure we get some down here.
If you forget it again this year, then I'm going to have to pull rank with my loyal listening friends at the Emerald to put someone in charge of that.
Someone be in charge of Carrie and getting some pickles over here.
There you go. Stand by, Carrie. We have to check out the markets. Then we'll continue with today's AM Minnesota program, the Market Update, sponsored by the KDHL Agri Boosters, including Craig Keller at the Keller Insurance Agency in Nerstrand. Craig helps protect all things important to you. Also, Northern Buildings for quality post-frame construction. Find out more. Check out their website, northernbuildings.com. Or if you're over at Farm Fest next week, stop in and see them.
Good morning. It's time for the market update here on the Linder Farm Network on this Tuesday morning. Joining us, Jim Emter, Van On & Company, Alexandria. Well, Jim, this morning looking at corn a little higher. Beans now have turned the corner. They're a little higher, too, at this hour. What are you following this morning?
Yeah, Linda, we're going to have to keep a close eye on things here. Obviously, yesterday it was kind of a risk-off approach. Market came in here and basically looked at the weather conditions, and then we're still looking for a Thursday, Friday event that will cover much of the eastern Dakotas, pretty much all of central and southern Minnesota, and down through Iowa and eastern Nebraska. And when you look at 1 to 2 inches this time of year, Linda, where we've been hot, we've been dry, we need a rain, and if we can get this to occur as advertised, this is going to be a big benefactor for the northern plains and Iowa. So we'll see if it all comes together. Obviously, there's going to be areas that are missed. But all in all, that was kind of the bearishness, and I think we'll continue to resound here as we work closer to that event Thursday and Friday. Otherwise, some threats of 2.5% increase on China tariffs and just kind of risk off the war was really the culprit yesterday. But overnight, we bounced off the crop conditions from yesterday. Corn, good to excellent, down 4%, beans down 3%. So we're showing the impact of the heat and drier weather, and that's where we see the bid right now. But make no mistake, as we come closer to that Thursday event, that might be the ruling party here as we work ahead. As for corn, private sale of 197,000 metric tons is a helper. We'll see where exports are here as we work towards Thursday.
And back and forth for the cattle market today, higher. What are you following with cattle and hogs?
Yeah, Linda, these are the things that bottoms are made of. We've thrown about everything but the kitchen sink at this cattle market for Bear News, and we've been able to get this thing down between third and fourth price counts, 2 standard deviation away from linear regression. But price is starting to show us some positive divergence. We've got lower prices yesterday, but RSI increasing, and that shows a potential change coming, and we'll see if we can get the convergence to get this done. But again, long and short, feeder cattle up $3 to $5, live cattle up $2. We're trying to bounce off a key low here, Linda. Again, we're going to need some help to get it done, but I do think with some of the hot weather, some cattle deaths and whatnot, again, I think we're getting close to a bottom here for cattle. As for hogs, we're holding that $100 value, but not doing much with it. We'll see if we can extend here as we work ahead, but cash undertones improving are helping the futures board.
Thank you, Jim. Jim Emter, Van On & Company, Alexandria. And Chicago's September corn, $4.57 1/4, now up 5 1/2. December, $4.79 1/2, and up 5 1/2. March up 5 1/2. August beans, $12.11, now up 2 1/2. September up 3 cents at $12.02 3/4. November, $12.18. Now $12.17 3/4, up 4 cents. August soybean meal up $1. August soybean oil down 78. September Chicago wheat up 2 3/4. September Minneapolis down 3 1/2. August live cattle up 147. August feeder cattle up $4. Lean hogs August up 12. October up 37. December up 60. The Dow is up 407. This is the Linder Farm Network.
Farm Fest is right around the corner, and Minnesota Corn will once again be front and center at the event. Join us to learn how the Minnesota Corn Checkoff builds opportunities for your farm and community. Sign up for a Minnesota Corn Growers Association membership for a special prize. And of course, grab a sample of our famous sweet corn ice cream. There's something for everyone at Farm Fest, and we hope you can join us. Visit mncorn.org to learn more.
Wingert Land Services is busy this summer with upcoming auctions. On July 29th, they'll auction a 75-plus acre farm located in Walnut Lake Township, Faribault County. Then on July 30th, they'll auction a 163.5 acre farm and a 160 acre farm in Barber Township, Faribault County. You must be registered to attend. For more information on these auctions, visit wingertlandservices.com for details and registration. That's our market update on the Linder Farm Network.
The market update sponsored by the KDHL Agri Boosters, including Craig Keller at the Keller Insurance Agency in Nerstrand. Craig helps protect all things important to you. Also, Northern Buildings for quality post-frame construction. Find out more. Check out their website, northernbuildings.com, or stop in and see them next week at Farm Fest.